Welcome along then to final round of this week's GP event. And remember, we're usually live in the week as well, so come and check us out. But it is a case of another GP final round to come and fill our boots with. And can we score some big points? Hopefully you've checked out the strategy guide and you're ready to go and do your best. It is the Bahrain GP. Bahrain GP officially done and dusted already, with racing done on the Saturday because of Ramadan. So let's bring you up to speed on this free-to-play account. 4 races in, 164 points. It's been very tough so far. We've had pretty much mostly team score rivals higher and all real players. We have been out-qualified every single race. So we've literally been fighting fires, but 164 so far. If we can get around 330, that is going to be the aim. Remember, times 2 rewards, so we've got to just hope that it is something beautiful that we get and it helps us out massively. Let's show you what we're running. It is Perez and Sainz at present, and this is the cut as well. So let me know how many points you get today down below in the comments as we go racing. And first up, race number 5. It's one of our favourite tracks. It's Brazil. So we save our first lower matchup for the first race of this video, and it is looked like a bot that we are up against at Brazil. So hopefully we can score 40 plus points. Usually we're pretty good. Rain though could be the difference. That's going to be an interesting one. Let's see if it's raining in the race. We'd prefer it to be dry. That's going to give us some better strategy. P12, P15, and let's see. It is dry. Might just sneak some. I don't think it will sneak rain at the end. So we're going to go Perez. And we're going to try and do some race start to try and help. Carlos Sainz is going to go to mediums. He's going to go to Sainz. Let's see what we can do. So with max tyre management, Sainz is going to look to do a 5 medium, 4 medium run. Perez is going to look to do a free soft, free soft, free soft. And we're going to hope Sainz doesn't get blocked too much. Come on, Perez. Perez is already up to P4, so he's had a terrific start on them soft tyres. Sainz is doing okay in P11. Hopefully he can make 1 or 2 more positions, as Perez is absolutely flying. Sainz is up to P10, make that P9. And he's now on the back of George Russell, and he's ahead. So already P8, and we can conserve down on them mediums. Just basically now look after the power unit all the time. Got Leclerc ahead of us, who looks a little bit slower than us at the minute. What's he on? He is on soft tyres, so shouldn't be. I mean, 5 medium, 4 medium, an absolute brilliant strategy around here in Brazil, especially if you've got good tyre management, or take SAR, that's what you need. But Perez on lap 2, right behind Max Verstappen, and Carlos Sainz defending from Piastri. But good power unit being delivered. We're going to not service on this stint. We're going to try and just close the gap with Sainz, who's got Perez going backwards in front of him. And now we're going to push with Perez into pit. Should be a quick pit stop as we take the lead. Carlos Sainz, we might just try and squeak past Perez. And we can't at the moment. We might nearly lose a position to Piastri. Not quite. But P1, Perez comes in. A couple of cars behind, all pitting too. So they're on 2 stops. And it's going to leave Carlos Sainz to pick up a few as he goes for Perez. Still can't get the job done. Our Perez is going to come out in P2. So very good 2-stop on the cards for him. Just got to keep it together here as we do retake the lead. Perez is holding us up and he's on the mediums, but they should pit now as well. Should only do 4 laps. They should go to hards, whereas we carry on round. And no, they're going to 5. They are going to go 5 medium. Fair play. Got good strategy, the AI. But Perez is in the lead. And he should be able to comfortably win this race. What we got behind us. Hard tyres for Stroll in P8. That shouldn't be too hard as he goes a move on Perez up to P3. Come on, Sainz. Good tyre management left. He'll be okay to get into pit. And he's going to have a full power unit available to attack. Now we can push Perez. We'll get him in for his last stop. Good stop needed by the team. 4.1. It's not amazing. That's because of our car. Where are we going to come out of? Head of one of them Aston Martins would be nice. How about both? Oh yes, P6 for Sainz. And he's ahead of that hard tyre Stroll, which is good. Can we get ahead of Norris? We could be on for 47 here, because everyone else has still got to pit. And this 5 medium, 4 medium is going to be absolutely brilliant. Up the hill we go, as Perez serviced, now coming back out as well. And he's going to come out in P2. You can see Carlos Sainz not too far behind in P3, just a matter of about straight. And he's looking good. P1 currently is now Perez, but Max Verstappen does have to pit in P2. You can see him there. And we are going to be looking very good to take when much needed. 47 points, that's what we need. As in the pits, does he come? No, he's going to be going next lap, so no need to push this. We have got full power unit, we can literally push it if we want to. And we will. Let's put it in our own hands, shall we? But at the minute, Perez, definitely. So anywhere you are on this track, whatever position you start, free soft, free soft, free soft is the go-to for your driver 1. And a 5 medium, 4 medium for your driver 2. If you've got good time management or SAR boost. Or even Frost will do it for you. Anything with good to bring you to closest as possible 99 time management. You can probably do it with about 91, 92 plus. But it looks like it is going to be a very nice and easy. Rivals bot is out there, P13, P21. And Sergio Perez is going to start. As we mean to go on, it's Perez wins in Brazil. Carlos Sainz, they're home in P2, and it is a magical 47 points. It's exactly what we needed after a rough first 4 races. So I'll just show you what the rival was running, just to give you a bit of visibility of what other people run in these GP races, and that bot is just coming over the line now, so we'll give it a quick check and we will find out. It obviously was a matchup in our favour, 1469 versus 1386, and it was level 7, Hamilton and Verstappen rares, and the car was pretty balanced as well compared to ours. So after all the very difficult real players, it's 2 out of 2 on the bots, and this is a rival with a lot higher team score than ours. So we are under pressure then, because usually if you've got a higher team score matchup, it means that they at least start 2 cars ahead of you, which also means you drop 2 further points. But let's see if we can recover here in Austria. It is the fastest lap track of the weekend, but we are pushed out from P12 down to P16 and P17. Sainz will go on to the softs. We're actually going to put him on, well, we're going to use Rooster because we've had a difficult start, and let's see what we can do. Usually race start and cornering is key, but I don't have a lot of that, if any, anymore. So we're going to hope for an absolute blast off the line. We're going to do this little pit start trick and hope that we can gain some positions. It hasn't been a great start. Only P15 for Perez. P12 for Sainz. I'm going to cancel that pit stop down, and it's actually Perez with a massive lunge up the inside who now takes P10. We're going to keep on pushing early, use that race start to good effect, and you can see we're just pushing both cars through at the moment, and there you go, we are through into P8 and P11. Should be able to make more ground than that though. As we come down the home straight, you can see now Sainz on the back of Leclerc, and Sainz is through. This 3-3-4 is looking pretty good so far, as we're going to try and get past Norris, which we do, making very good ground in this race. And we're up to P4, still just pushing, trying to close that gap up. Can we get past Mr. Stroll, who's racing very well with his 10% boost? And we are into P3, very nicely done by Sainz. We're going to come back, we're not going to pit for servicing, just going to be a quick splash and go on the tyres. If only we had fuel still to do that. Perez, bang there as well. And now we're going to push just to create us a good second or 2 more. We've got Stroll ahead of us, which will clear now. And then we'll be into the pits. Good stop needed. No servicing. Should be good. Perez on the back of Norris. He's obviously doing 4 laps, remember, going to softs. See where he comes out. Can we get ahead of Red Bull Perez? No, we can't. Get ahead of Norris, though. And now we can get Sergio. So we're there, or thereabouts at the moment. Sainz into P8. Perez is attacking Verstappen, and that will be his pit stop coming up then. So already we're in a good position. We are currently now P8. Perez going into the pits. Obviously going to move backwards. Sainz is on the back of Leclerc, just like he did at the Bahrain GP. Hey, he's out though, and he's actually going to get ahead of a good group of cars here. They're struggling a little bit out front. We're getting held up by a Mercedes and a Ferrari, but let's take both of them. How about that in one corner? Perez, we've got to try and close the gap a little bit. And he's now into P11, past that very slow Alpine of this season. Carlos Sainz continues through. Currently still only P3. I'm going to come back with some mediums. We could go softs, but just want to give myself a little bit of power unit attack there. See if we can just push past Hamilton now. And we can. Should be able to get past this rival on the hard tyres too. Should be no way near holding us up, and they're not. So Sainz and Verstappen pit then together. Perez will carry on. And there's just a couple of cars out ahead of him. There's no need to service. Well, we'll cut that down. Sainz comes out in P7 behind Norris. And all together, we're just saving up this power unit. We're going to actually be attacking with Sainz a little bit because pit stops are coming. And that's Verstappen in front who doesn't have to pit. As Perez now comes in. So Perez in. Sainz will overtake most likely here. And he's getting chased down by Kevin Magnussen at the moment, who is on soft tyres and has to pit. Perez comes out in P6. So we're not out of this race in terms of big points at the moment. Let's push Sainz. Can we get him past or closer to at least Verstappen? Remember, there's 2 laps to go in this race still, and we're already past Verstappen. Here's Perez on the back of Magnussen. Can we score big? There's an Aston Martin in the pits of Stroll who's now coming out, and we're going to get ahead of him. Or are we? No, we're not. Just behind with Perez. It's going to help bring Perez through as well. Let's push Sainz out the way as we get P2, P3, and P1 does have to pit. So this could be another 47 race here. A strategy which was once told by Black Sails that was not good enough to do a free soft, 4 medium round in Austria. We even had the laughing emojis against our strategies. Well, guess what? It's the free soft, 4 medium that is bringing home the 47 points all the way out from 16th place on the grid. Now, who's laughing on that strategy? Get in. Shows what we think about our strategies. P1 and P2 for Sainz and Perez. What a fantastic run. A very solid 47. And let's take a look at this team score matchup. Well in the opponent's favour. Level 6 Hamilton, level 6 Leclerc. A lot better on qualifying. And the car was better as well. So, well, that's a massive 47 points. In race number 7, we go to a very difficult track in Austin. And this is because it's a very difficult track to actually gain time on. Now, we're looking at probably using Frost here, because we want to go max time management and get the race start advantage. Yes, I would like to take cornering into the race as well, but I feel like Austin, you can get a really bad start. We are back up to P12 with Carlos Sainz, though, this time around, which is good. So Carlos Sainz for softs and mediums for Perez. We are going to use that Frost. We've got enough of it. And let's see what we can do. Can we? Well, surely we can't score 47 again. Surely not. We have got the inside line, though. That could be crucial as we head to turn 1 up the hill. We're going to go off the start. No servicing. Pits trick again. And we've got Sainz on the inside. We've got Perez on the inside as well, who's going to make some early positions. And it's up to P8 and P14. That is not bad at all. And we've got a long way to go. We're ahead of the rival, which is good. Can we get any more positions down into this corner? We can. We can get 3. It is 3 positions at that one corner. So P5 and P10 now, as we're a very difficult track of Austin, up to P4. This is a brilliant start. And we've got the cars ahead of us, just ahead, as we battle through with Perez, currently holding up a small pack of cars. Sainz we'll look after the power unit for now, as here goes Perez on the Alpine, pushing hard. Let's get our thumbnail. And we're just going to look after the power unit here, because I feel like we could attack quite nicely. That rival is pushing on the softs. They're obviously going to be pitting lap 3. Don't want to lose 2 places. Let's just push a little bit. See if we can just hold off. Well, no we can't. That is the answer to that one. Quite simple. Let's just try and push ahead again. There's a few cars here that we can just try and magic our way past. We'll get the rival. And can we get any more? We've got the Ferrari and the Red Bull ahead of us. Just use a little bit more. See if we can last corner lunge up the inside. P9. Just try one more. Can we get Leclerc? Get a good exit on the switcheroo. Not quite. So we are P4. We can see the 3 cars ahead of us. Decent power unit. Leclerc is holding us up at the moment. We need to push past Leclerc. And we do that quite nicely. And now we need to look after the power unit if we want to be competitive later in this race. Sainz closing up on Stroll with that 10% boost of Stroll. Well, we're going to take the inside line. No, we're not. But they're all going to pit. So Sainz is in. Medium tyres. Might even come out ahead of Sergio here. As Perez goes down the straight. Can he get ahead of Stroll? He can, but that's a lot of room to make up. A lot of room. What do they go on to? Hard tyres. As already Perez and Hamilton clear out front on hard tyres. They have flown this race so far. We are going to be on the softs. We are going to be quicker. We're not going to be that quick. Not against Series 12 Champs AI. We do get Stroll though. So we are going to drop back. And there's a few slow cars out ahead of us. As Perez trying to get past Norris. And Norris probably coming into the pits here. Yes, he is. So Sainz will retake his top 4 position. And it's going to get even better. He's going to move into the top 3. We need some luck in running. We need to score as many points as we can. Perez is out in P10. Sainz P3. He's got hard tyres ahead. There's a lot of hards and mediums that we can attack. And we are obviously on the softs as well. Can we get Perez past Norris? No, we can't. Just not getting that luck in that run at all at the moment. We'll push out of the straight. Surely we make a move now. Yes, we can. Up to P9. Sainz all over the back of Hamilton. Surely about to take P2. And yes, he does. Still 2 laps to go, though. Still 2 laps. As now Perez moves himself into the top 5. He's not a million miles away. But he is compared to P1. He's 10.6 seconds. Hard tyres between Sainz and Perez. So this is not over. We're saving our power unit. We can't push massively on Sainz. But we will have an attack as Perez gets into the top 4. We'll push again out of that corner. We'll keep hold of P4. As we lose out to Stroll. Not what we needed. Now Sainz has to be careful on tyres. He's only got 30%. We're going to slowly try and close this gap. Where is he? He's only 1.3 ahead. I reckon we can get P1 at least in this race. We might be able to get P3. It's going to be a little bit difficult though to get P3. And already Sainz has took matters into his own hands. There's Hamilton. And now we're going to push and clear Sainz out the way. Can we get P3? Would be a terrific race round Austin if we can. We're running out of the good stuff though. And we're just going to cut down on power unit. We're saving it for the last corner. Come on. P3, what a run. P1 for Sainz, P3 for Perez. 46 points. I mean, that is a lot better than I thought we would go in Austin. It just shows what happens when you do get decent matchups and decent luck in running. Another 46 after 3 lots of 47 in the last 3. 1429 for the rival. Level 4, level 4. And a decent car setup. 1 race to go. Here we go then. Last race. And it's a tough matchup again. We know it was going to throw another curveball somewhere. But let's see what we can do. It is Bahrain. There could potentially be a lot of heat in this race. Potentially frost. We're going to try and cool it down with the tyres. Where do we qualify? We're going to get pushed back. P14 and P17. Let's check the weather. 18, 31 to 27. So I think 1 We're going to go SAR. We don't want to use too much. We're going to go Frost. I don't want to go too much on the SAR because we haven't got absolutely loads. So you didn't get to see, but race 4 we took 47. Then you saw race 5 and 6 take 47 and 46 on race number 7. But can we score good points in Bahrain? And we've not got the best start at all. Perez getting absolutely bashed around like a shopping cart in the first corner. But we have moved up slightly, and still he's struggling a little bit. He's only P13. Would have liked him further than that up the field, as we do get into P9 with Perez there in P13. Round the outside through turn 10 we go. It is P8 and P12. One stop we are doing, and already Sainz is actually using his race start and getting into P7. Perez is also now into P11, so we've made some ground. We're going to try and get past Stroll here. Stroll on the hard tyres. Should have enough pace out of this corner to get him. We are just going to push a little bit. See if we can get past these hard tyres. They'll slow us down. Easy. We are through. Try and get Perez through past Sainz because we want to get him past them hard tyres. Takes Alonso out as he goes round the outside of the Aston Martin, and now he's on the back of Lance Stroll on the hards. P6 and P9. Just got to look after, as it's 34 degrees out there, but it is starting to cool. Must be that frost boost. Cooling the track down. Turning it into like a Mario Kart fest. Sainz exits turn 1, turn 2, and into turn 3 he goes, and he's got a group of cars ahead of him, which are looking pretty slow. It's Max Verstappen behind. And we're going to take one through turn 9 and turn 10. We're going to take another. We're going to take Charles Leclerc. Perez is closing as well, but remember, because we're on the same strategy, we're trying to just break the gap so we don't double stack here. We're right behind Norris. No one's really getting away from the field. We'll cut down again. Nobody's in the pit here in Bahrain from the leading trio. And then can we get Sainz past Norris here? Yes, we can, up to P3. Perez has got good tyre management left. 36 degrees now. That is going to be hurting the tyres. As Perez moves up to P6. 37 now. Got to cool down. We're going to go medium still for Sainz. I think I'm going to risk it on Perez with hards because 38 degrees is feeling hot, hot, hot. We're in. We're going to double stack though. Not a lot we can do. It's only going to be about 1.5 seconds. Wow, it's a slow stop. 4.44. Look at that. Down to 21 degrees. You've just put hard tyres on because it was 38 degrees and within a second it changes out to 18. What in the world of global warming has gone on in Bahrain? Jesus. But hey ho, at least we can push with Perez, who now gets past K-Mag into P10. Cars out in front. Hard tyres going 5 laps for a lot of drivers. Let's see where we can put our car there with Sainz. Perez can push though at the moment. That's the benefiting thing, as Hamilton does come out. He's going to get us on the old pit exit, that's for sure. And P2 and P1 are only just there. Perez, I mean, these are a group of cars actually together, so Perez has got every chance of getting past. We'll try and get past Hamilton here through turn 10, and we can, right on the back of Sergio. Can't get through on Perez at the moment. He has to slot down into P7. Verstappen's coming pretty fast now as well. And because we... Look, how's it 28 degrees now as well? What is going on? Sainz is in the lead. Rival pits. What in the world of weather? But Sainz is good. It's all about Sergio Perez. But because he's picked the hard tyres, I mean, there is cars out on the hard tyres. We just can't keep close. We've got Russell ahead. Surely a move up the inside here. Yes, we can. But still, we're on the back foot. Let's see if we can get Max Verstappen back. Bit of payback. And we can't. He's going to slow us down into the corner as well. Put us right on the tail for George Russell. So down the straight we go. George Russell's going to be coming fast at us because we're on the hard tyre. Look, how does it slow us up so much? I never get it. Doesn't make sense the way it's coded sometimes. We're not going to catch anyone else. We were fooled by the weather. How can it go from one extreme to the other so quickly? But we're on the back of Norris. Silver lining to take P6. And it is going to be an okay round. It's going to be a very good last video, that's for sure. It's not going to be 47, 46, 45 or 44. We crossed the line. It's going to be 43 points for ourselves. So a difficult matchup there, but we overcame it as well. We did very good. I mean, robbed probably to say with the weather at the end, but we tried. And that 4 hard, 4 medium run there. Rival had an 88 qualifying Verstappen with Stroll boosted, whereas we just have Perez and Sainz. And then he got a very decent car as well. Now let's show you where we stack up then in this final round, where double rewards are on offer. And in Champions, as you can see, very, very respectable. 347 points with no boosted driver. We will absolutely take that. We scored very well in the final 5 races. You can see 47, 47, 47, 46 and 43. So we will absolutely take that. Just races 1 and races 3 where it really cost us. That was Bahrain in the wet and Canada. But they were the first 4 races, all tough matchups with real players. So Bahrain GP is done. Let me know how you get on down below. And make sure to let me know tomorrow. Rewards time, double rewards. What do you get?